December 2012, here's my review for Silver Linings Playbook. I consider this probably one of the better films of 2012, and I hope it does well in terms of the critics and its acclaim. This is the film that kind of, I don't know, it touched me a lot and a great deal, because it's the we all have it in us kind of movie, where basically this is the man who basically broke down and suffers from multiple personality disorder, and he had to go to a mental institution because he witnessed a very tragic event. He was in love with somebody and whatever, I don't want to give it too much away, but then he just cracked. And basically there's another relationship with a phenomenal performance by Jennifer Lawrence, who deserves whatever award she gets for this role. And she's like 23 years old, which is kind of amazing. Where something cracked with her, and then they all kind of suffer from this kind of breakdown, which we all kind of have this in us in a way. And they use football, American football, as an analogy in this movie, where the dad, and we're all guilty of this. I'm guilty of this, where you think that if the coin flips as heads instead of tails, that something's going to happen your way, or basically if you put the remote control in a certain way, that your team's going to win the big game. And they're using that as an analogy, that we're all kind of have that guilt of this obsession, or this kind of trying to find order in the chaos of life in a way. And then basically you kind of play tricks with yourself to have order, and then all of a sudden, if the order kind of takes off in a different tangent, or it goes way off the scales, and you end up having some sort of mental breakdown. And basically what this movie is saying, and a phenomenal directorial job by David O. Russell, who's probably one of the best filmmakers, or one of my favorite filmmakers out there, who doesn't make a bad movie, just from a very dramatic standpoint, really playing with the camera, and not in an intrusive way, but just a phenomenal film from a directorial standpoint, and showing kind of what people are seeing from the mental disorder standpoint. And like I said before, using American football, which is the greatest game, or the biggest obsession of Americana that we have right now, as an analogy of that we all can basically crack. We all have that in us to crack, and basically it all comes from somewhere. And people are not crazy people, on either the homeless person or whatever. We all have that, and basically whatever the circumstances of our own life kind of dictates to where we go. It's a great movie. Bradley Cooper, I didn't know you had it in you, and I hope everybody gets the awards that they deserve with this film. One of the best films of the year. That's my review.